The day of reckoning is coming soon, and a lot of people believe that even though they call his name Lord, Lord, that they're going to see him. There's a scripture in the Bible that explains to us that there were many people who called him Lord, but then he told them to depart from them, workers of iniquity. There are a lot of people who believe that they're operating in the name of the Lord and that they're Christians, but a Christian is supposed to be known by their love. When I was a little girl, I used to ride the school bus, and I remember at the very front of the bus, they had on their love, do unto others as you'd have them do unto you. Well, at the time, I didn't really know the Bible because I was like, I didn't know that that was in the Bible. But when I started learning the word and I became a Christian and learned more about the word, saw that that was actually in the Bible. And those are tenets that are supposed to be followed by Christians. Love thy neighbor as thyself. And he said the greatest two commandments are love thy neighbor, love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, with all thy soul, with all thy might. The second one says love your neighbor as yourself. So those are supposed to be characteristics of Christians. But unfortunately, many have gone astray and they believe that they're saying, going to call him Lord. But he in the Bible lets us know that many he'll say, depart from me, you work of iniquity. He said, it's better to put a millstone around your neck than to hurt one of my little ones. And that's not just indicative of age, but that's people, people walking around, treating people any kind of way, doing all these horrendous things. I look at the news and it brings me to tears. I look at the innocence of people and I see the things that have been done to them. And I'm like, what human being can treat another person like that? Where is the humanity? If you can treat people like that who've not done anything wrong, you don't know the Christ that we're praying to. So those of you that are praying with me, we're praying to the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. We're praying to him, asking him to intervene in our situation. We're praying to the creator of heaven and earth. And just know that everybody that calls him Lord, they do not serve the Lord that we serve. So with that, I want you to know that when we're praying, when we're touching and agreeing, when we're coming to him and we're believing that he will answer our prayers. We are trying to walk in the statutes, and we may not do everything right, but we're doing to the best of our ability. And one thing I got to tell you, a lot of times people say, well, I do this and I learned this and my parents taught me this, and that's fine. But the Bible is what I believe as a Christian. I go by the biblical precepts and the concepts in the Bible. And you have to know that, you go back to the original text and you see what the scripture says. And one of the most important ones is 1 Corinthians 13. It's a whole chapter about love. It talks about love. And I was going to get a different version, but King James Version says, though I speak with the tongues of men and of angels and have not charity, I become a sounding brass or a tinkling cymbal. And though I give the gift of, and though I have the gift of prophecy and understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and though I have all faith, so I could remove mountains and have not charity, I am nothing. He said, if you don't have love, you're nothing. Without love, you're nothing. And so it's so imperative that we get back to that easy tenet, that tenet of love, loving one another.